What a nut. Red light. Red light district. Tonight's the night. It's gonna be alright. Okay, so let me see. What we have here is red, white, and blue M&Ms. This is the M&Ms. Red, white, and blue. Blue. What's it taste like? Not bad. White. Tastes the same. James. Oh my God, I gotta talk to you, James. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, look. We're not gonna talk about M&Ms. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank God. Hey, Terry. Okay, I'm so glad you guys are here. I gotta talk to you guys. I gotta talk to you guys about some shit that happened last night, okay? Some shit happened last night. I went out investigating last night. With Kim and Randy, okay? I'm sorry I'm in the pool, but it's 1,000,000 degrees. Oh my God, I'm so glad you guys are here to talk. Listen, Terry, you gotta come down. You gotta come down because it was right by my house, so I didn't go far, okay? Oh my God, I'm so glad you guys are here. I gotta talk to you. Okay, so first of all, I got a hair in my face. Okay, first of all, first thing we're gonna say, you have no idea how much confirmation this title of the tree is right now. You know, I gotta talk to you about the tree. I learned something really cool, okay? I gotta share it with you. Now listen, I wanted to do it properly. By the way, the picture that I just posted, FYI, that was last night. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I'm like, why am I cold, right? I'm like, why am I cold? And so I go outside and it was foggy. See, it is hot. So James, I gotta tell you guys something important. Got my hair tucked in because I'm in the pool. Confirmation of your title. Yes, you're not gonna believe it. Okay, well, maybe can you tell me, am I missing something you wanted to, the confirmation? I gotta tell you a bunch of shit. So I have to work so goddamn much, you know, that I'm just having trouble going live. And, you know, I just didn't want to wait anymore. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I'm here. Like, I just don't, you know, forget about waiting. You know, I'm just going to talk. When I can talk, and here we go. So here's the deal. One, I just went live on my Facebook group to talk about my garden. So my garden is completely badass. Okay? And I realized what my garden is. My garden is what they called a victory garden. You remember that? You remember in World War II they had victory gardens, okay? James, I gotta talk to you guys about tree. You know how there's no coincidences, okay? No coincidences. Okay, you remember? Okay, good. Well, it hit me, I don't know, for some weird reason, the victory garden makes a lot of sense because of the crap we're going in. And today, the confirmation I got was somehow, some way, I started a Facebook group, and it has 1,100 people that it got so big that, Randy, we're gonna talk about your shit. Oh. Okay, let me quit getting sidetracked. Okay. So, what I want to say is, Randy and Kim and me went out last night investigating, okay? Randy, you haven't seen this. So we went out investigating last night, and I want to tell you something that I filmed. Now, you're not going to see it right now because it's on the 4K footage, right? So I can't share it because it's on the 4K, but I'm going to. But I want to discuss it with you. So here's what happened. Randy and Kim and I, we went out. Kim is holding the dowsing rods, okay? Randy is holding the spirit box. And then I'm holding the camera, right? So we're out there investigating. And Kim says something. And I'm looking towards the wash. And as she says something, I spin around to go and look at Kim, the camera. I spin around to go look at Kim. And as I spin around, it's about the trees. This is what I'm going to get into. As I spin around to look at Kim, this tree, it's a real big oak tree, okay? When I spin around to look at Kim, the oak tree, there was a absolute perfect circle, okay? Like, this isn't a joke. The sun was not beating on it. The sun was not beating on this tree, okay? Yet, oak trees can be strange, and I'm going to tell you something amazing about oak trees right now. You're not going to believe it. First, let me tell you what you're not going to, you may believe it. So anyways, so I spin around to look at Kim, and the oak tree, it's all green. You can see the trunk, you can see the branches, and right on the right side is a perfectly round freaking hole. Like, there is no natural reason for a tree with no sun hitting it to make shade. It was complete. You guys are gonna shit your pants when you see this, okay? Randy hasn't even seen it because I just found it. The circle was like this, you guys. It was like completely round, but not round and soft. It was round with an outline. Okay? So I'm like, what the frick? I'm looking at the footage just a couple hours ago. This tree is round. There's a hole round, it's a hole, okay? But it gets worse. Like a portal. Like a hole, like a trash can, like something would be coming out, okay? Okay, wait. So this tree, it's oh my God. So it's round. Yes. So it's round, and remember, the sun was setting. The sun was on the other side of the mountain, so there was no shadows. Yeah, but this hole, this wasn't like a hole. It was like you were looking down a lid of a trash can in the tree. It's round. Wait, because black as night. Yes. Like you can almost stick your hand. Yes, like you can stick your hand in it. Yes. So I spin around to look at Kim, and I see this hole. It's on the footage. Okay. I look at. It's like round. It's not like, it is perfectly round. Place one. So it was perfectly round, but I look at it like okay, listen. Trees, the branches never grow down. Hi, Donna. Trees, branches never grow down. Got it? They only grow up because they're trying to reach the sun, right? Branches have to try and reach the sun. Okay? So there's no way for it, Denise Dale, there's no way for a branch to grow down, right? And then to make a circle. There's no way. Okay. And it's perfectly round with like an outline. Okay, now listen. So what happens is, I look at the footage a couple hours ago, and it's round as you can, like, it's perfectly round. It's no fucking denying, okay? There's no freaking denying. Boots. There's no denying, okay, that it's round and like it doesn't fit. It's the tree, you see the tree is all weird. There is no way for it to be round. There's no way for it to be round, but it gets worse. So I just looked at the footage, okay? I just looked at the footage, and then I'm like, what the fuck, right? Of course I found something. And I zoom in. Okay, so Okay, so what's inside the circle is like, there's like these little creatures inside the circle, right? They're like stick figures, but they're full on oh yeah, it's a good one, Randy. Oak trees have okay, well that's good to know. It was behind you. So, but what's inside the circle is the part that's you're gonna get. Listen, remember what I'm saying. It's not a soft circle, like it's not blurry. Okay, you guys, it's a distinct circle, like with the rim. Got it? Inside the circle is there's these figures. They look sort of like stick figures. Okay, but but they were in these weird positions inside the hole. I don't know if it's a hole, a portal. Okay, the stick, listen. The stick figures were like, they were like crunched up. You know, like their knees, like they were crunched up, like they were impregnated. It was like they were inside a woman's pregnant body. The hole, they were not trying to crawl out of the hole. It was like they were being born. They weren't crawling out. It's like they were being born. You guys, this is for real. This is real. This is a true story. I'm going to show you the fucking picture. So these creatures are like in the hole. It was like they were like crunched down, like they were being born. Okay? And then the other thing that struck me, there is one Bigfoot face inside the hole, right? Or it's not a hole, but like it literally has a rim. See how this has a rim, right? So inside here is a couple of stick figures, and they're like crunched. And one of them had the arm like, I don't, like, you know, like a baby inside a mom's womb, okay? This is really serious, okay? This is fucking serious. This just happened last night. So also inside, no, we were not afraid at that point. But later when we went to the cemetery, it got spooky. Huh, Kim? Anyways, so inside the circle, not only do you have these stick figures, this is really important because I think we're onto something. This is new. So inside there's the stick figures, and then there is a distinct Bigfoot face, okay? And the Bigfoot face is like his face is in the hole, but like, let's say his face was gonna be coming out, like his face wasn't all the way in this circle. Let's pretend for a minute. So let's pretend his face was right here, the Bigfoot face, inside the hole. Like his face was not protruding to the outside. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like he couldn't penetrate the wall. The face inside the circle could not penetrate the wall. Okay? This is legit. The stick figures, it's unbelievable. The circle by itself is unbelievable because we're in a spooky place. It's a spooky place. There's a lot of shit that goes on there. I have filmed a shitload of stuff. Oh, that's right. We should go investigate up there. I forgot. That's right, Terry. We're going to go up to your place and go look for the Bigfoot. I forgot about that. We're going to your house. That's right. Okay, so let me finish while I'm thinking. Okay. So this is me, Randy, and Kim. So as I spin the camera around, you see the shot of the oak tree, and it's like, oh my God, the circle. It's undeniable. There's no way. It's impossible. It's nearly 99% impossible, okay, for the tree to actually do a perfect circle. I know, Donna. Why do you think that is? You know what I mean? Like, I see all of it. It's weird. It's weird. So then that's the one thing that happened. And then the profile picture, it is a gift. That's what I'm hoping. It's got to be a damn gift. You know what I'm saying? So then you got the circle. And then I haven't been able to go through all the footage, but I saw something else that's like, yeah, the energy was so crazy. Definitely eerie, yes. The veil between this world and that world. Exactly, Terry. You're going to learn with us about the veil is thin, and we're going to, like, right now, you need to know, right now, I think, Terry, you told me a couple days ago the summer solstice is right now, right? Didn't you say, Terry? I thought you did. And that reminded me, yes, it's the summer solstice. And the reason I went out with Kim and Randy yesterday, just FYI, everybody, boom, 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 boom. Okay, I got to talk to you about something important. So, anyways, this is important. The reason why, oh, yes, it's number suicide cabin up there abandoned in the 70s. Now you're fucking talking, Terry. We're going up there. That's where I want to go investigate. That's what I want to go do. Okay, here we go. 20th, I believe, this year. Right, James. So get this, James, Randy, everybody, Terry. The deal is the reason I asked Kim and Randy to go out with me, which I completely thank them, because that's, it's not easy. When you know what I catch, it's not easy. Okay. The reason I went out yesterday, it was my 2-year anniversary. It's fucking funny, ready? It's my 2-year anniversary of when I caught my first ghost. You guys, it's my ghost anniversary. It was my ghost anniversary. Isn't that funny? Okay. So, that's funny. You know how your phone goes, oh, here's a memory of your, a picture. You know how your phone does that? It goes, memory of a picture, right? My phone goes, oh, here's a memory of your picture. And I'm laughing my ass off inside because I'm thinking to myself, that's my ghost anniversary. I have no life. I'm single. I've got ghost anniversaries. What a nutbag, okay? Okay, listen. Something important I want to talk to you about. Now, I know a lot of you are going to know, but I want to tell you anyways, and don't mind me, I'm in the pool, Okay. Okay, here's the deal. I didn't accidentally, but I ended up watching something that was absolutely ghostiversary. I need to get a short that says that. Ghostiversary. God, that's fucking funny. We just coined a new name. Okay, listen. I want to share something with you. I know you guys may know, but it's very important. I want to share this with you. Okay. So I was watching this special about fucking trees. Okay. Happy anniversary. How close did you get to it? Miss King. Okay, here's the deal. The secret with, not close. I mean, the closest I've ever gotten to one is 7 feet. Okay. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. I'll tell you more later on how I act dumb, but I'm not. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So here we go. So check it out. I want you guys to chime in. I watched something extraordinarily important and amazing that we should all know. Trees are important, and not that they're important. They are almost, let's pretend we aren't from here and it's an alien planet. Who would be the king of this planet? Well, I would think maybe elephants. Well, who would have thought that maybe oak trees are, you know what I mean? Maybe oak trees are the king of the planet. I don't know. Oak trees, exactly. So I was watching this fucking amazing special about oak trees. I'm going to just relay to you the few things that I remember. Number one, why? Ready? Education 101. Education. Ghost anniversary education. Number one. Why do oak trees' leaves change colors? Ready? Answer. Why do oak trees change colors? I'll tell you why. I don't know. Anybody can chat fast enough? Oak trees change colors because they're magical. Well, that's a good one. Oak trees change colors because they understand that winter is coming. And so therefore, they start to eat the nutrients from their leaves. And when they suck the nutrients from their leaves, the leaves turn red. That is why the leaves change colors. The oak tree is so smart that it has its thick oak to protect it from the cold winter, right? Insulation. We wear jackets. Then when it cannot get any nutrients, it sucks before winter, it knows it has to store up. So the oak tree will suck the nutrients out of its own leaves to survive. Then the leaf changes color when it sucks the nutrients out, and then it discards the leaf so it doesn't take up any. Right? Number one. Number two, the oak tree is so freaking smart. Its tentacles, the roots are, there's roots, and then there's little teeny fine fibers. They're like tentacles on top of it, right? Those are so massive that one tree's tentacles can circle the earth 10 times over. And then it gets better. That actress, Judi Dench, you know, the one that was in all the James Bonds, you know, that English lady. You think we're kooky, right? This lady has like a 20-acre house in England, and it's a part of England that has a whole shitload of trees. She is massively obsessed with her trees. We're not alone. She's so, Judi Dench, was that her name? Dench, you know, the older lady. She's so obsessed with her trees. Okay, she names them. Then, right, all the trees are attached and talk to one another. Exactly. Their branches are twisted and they use an oak tree in Sleepy Hollow. That's true. I didn't forget about that. Oh, that's right. So, but get this, ready? You're not going to believe this. Maybe you will. Judi is obsessed with trees. Draws from the bottom and gives out to the top like a pyramid. Sharon, here we are. We're talking about the oak trees. Okay, so this is what happened. Judi Dench in England, she is got a house with I don't know how many acres, right? A whole bunch of acres with trees. She's in love with the trees. She talks to them. And then when somebody dies, she plants a tree in their name, which I think is a brilliant idea, right? So there's this new scientist guy out there, and they've been studying trees, the oak trees, okay? And what they did is he came to her house because he knows that she's obsessed with these trees on her property, okay? She's in love with them. He invented this thing. It's like like a doctor. James, like, you know, what do the doctors have? Stethoscope, you know, where they can hear your heart, right? Well, he designed this thing that's like a cone, you know, like in the old days they would go, yeah, what you saying? Hello? You know those things? Okay. Well, he designed something like that and like a stethoscope, okay? He designed this thing and he went to Judi Dench's property to go talk to her trees. He put this design, it's like a hearing thing. He placed this on the tree's trunk, okay? He put it on the tree's trunk, and he not a heartbeat, something else. I think maybe a heartbeat. He put it on the tree, and the tree, you could hear the tree drinking. It was going, you can hear the tree drinking. It's freaking alive, okay? The tree was not only drinking, but there was like a heartbeat. It was going, it's talking. The tree was talking. It was legit. I can't fucking believe I've been trying to tell you guys this for like a week, but I've been busy. So the tree goes, she can hear it drinking its water. Now remember, he's talking to a lady who's obsessed with her trees, so she gets it. You know what I mean? Like, she really gets it. You did learn that in school? I didn't learn that. I must have been partying that day. So the stethoscope, you can hear the roots, the tree drinking, and then another sound was in there. I don't know if it was like a heartbeat, but it was a communication, and it was kind of going. You can hear it. Oh, I didn't learn that. So now we know the tree worship of an oak tree became associated with Zeus or Jupiter. In ancient Italy, every oak tree was sacred to Jupiter. I didn't know that. So you see, we are learning something. So we're not crazy with our freaking oak tree shit, you know? I mean, I know that my oak trees are magical. I know it. The pine too, but the oak trees. Okay, so now we know the oak tree sheds its leaves. The reason the leaves change colors is because it drinks the nutrients. So that makes sense. The tree knows when it's going to be winter time. So it drinks the nutrients from its leaves, which changes the leaves' colors to orange red. Then it discards them when it has nothing. That's brilliant. We know that it can drink the water. We know that it has a thick coat for winter, which is a bark. Okay. And no, you're close, Terry. You're on it. Okay. So then the other thing, like what Terry is talking about, is so when spring comes, after it survives winter, spring comes, okay, and it has an enemy. The oak tree has an enemy. It's these little insects that start gnawing on it and eating it. We're talking millions of them. So the oak tree has a defense mechanism. It has a secret weapon. Terry just said it. There is a secret weapon that the oak tree has, and that is it spoots out this fragrance. The oak tree, it goes poof, like big puff of fragrance. The oak tree puffs it out so massive that there are times where they think that it's fog rolling in. It's that visible. I can see the people, but they look like trees walking around. Holy shit. See that? We're learning a lot. So, to defend itself, the oak tree will spit out a big cloud puff, hence my picture you guys saw of fog. I did that on purpose, which, by the way, okay, I'm almost there. So the tree will puff out a big cloud of fragrance that looks like fog, i.e. the picture I posted when you came on. Okay, the picture you came on was fog that I literally took at 4 a.m. right here at 4 a.m. What are the freaking odds? So the tree, to protect itself from the insects that are killing it, it puffs out a big cloud puff, fog-like, of fragrance. And what does that fragrance do? Boys and girls, Terry, you're on. What does the fragrance do? The oak tree burps out this fragrance that attracts the ladybug. And the ladybug now smells the fragrance and rushes to the oak tree to save it from the bugs. The ladybug eats the bugs that are killing the oak tree. This tree is unbelievable, okay? It literally, no, not an attractor. Yeah, an attractor, yeah. Attractor. It's an attractor. Yes. So the oak tree knows when winter's coming. It takes the nutrients from its leaves, which changes the colors. I never knew that a tree, the leaves turn orange or red because it is drinking the nutrients to survive winter. I didn't know. It has a calling. So then we now know it breathes. Now go on to what James is saying and Terry. So now we know, we've always known that the roots, I think Sharon, you said it, the roots are so massive that they we've known this when we talk about our interdimensional beings and stuff. We know that these roots go down and literally touch other roots that literally connect the whole world. It's all connected. If you touch that oak tree, well, there's not one here. If you touch an oak tree, that oak tree is connected to other oak trees all over, just like a circuit board, okay? So who's to say that circuit board isn't going below to the creatures below the earth and talking, okay? It's an underground grid. Exactly. Underground grid. So when I'm like an electrical grid, yes. Okay. What were we surrounded by, you guys, yesterday, Kim, Randy? Oak trees. Oak trees. Okay. Oak trees. And then this maybe some of you guys learned this in school, but tentacles. Yeah, and it has something else. So besides the roots, it has also this other little furry thing. Like it is mind blowing if you think about it. You know, like it's mind blowing. This tree has a mind of its own. Literally, I know plants have to survive, and this one's complex. Complex. So then, this is off the record, but the area where Judi Dench has her house with all 20 acres of trees, right? Totally self-sufficient, and it can protect itself, reproduce itself. So then it does another thing. So there's another thing, the acorn. How does it replant? Well, it has acorns. Now, most of the acorns drop off to the ground and squirrels get them. Most of the acorns are taken by squirrels. That's right, it drops. But I just had my little dog's toy right there. I swear to freaking God, I thought it was moving. Psyching myself out. The acorn is eaten by the squirrel, but the mechanism that's good, the good thing for the oak tree is that squirrels have a problem. You know what the squirrels' problems are? They can't remember. So a squirrel will take a shitload. The squirrel will take a shitload of the acorns and they'll bury them. But the squirrel has a problem. The squirrel cannot remember. So the squirrel, when he forgets where he packed and buried his acorns, it then makes the tree reproduce. Isn't that another great mechanism? And then, where Judi is, the actress in England, she's in a part of England that has the largest concentration of oak trees. Now, there's a section out there. Here's another thing. Remember in the 1700s, who ruled the world? It was the British, right? Why does the Queen have conquered? Why is she still conquered India, Australia? What the hell? How is she in charge of all those places, you guys? How is it that England is so? Because they had the fleet. They had the ships, and the ships conquered their navy, conquered the world, right? What were those ships made out of? You guessed it, oak trees. Oak trees. Oak trees, that's right. So one of the perks with an oak tree is an oak tree, like an oak tree will it'll do these little nooks, it'll grow in those weird ways, like you said, like it's in those scary Sleepy Hollow, right? So an oak tree will grow in a weird twisted way. Well, the builders of the ships would take the weird shape oak tree and utilize that bend, and then that's how they would make some of the parts of the ship with the oak tree that naturally grew and bent. You know what I mean? So it's unbelievable, right? Well, what happened in England, unlike America, is there was some captain, I wouldn't know his name, there was some captain of the fleet, and he vowed to plant by himself. He planted over 60,000 oak trees. Why? His goal was to replenish the oak trees that they took. So therefore, Captain America. so that way they constantly had, they didn't just steal, like how many, America, like Oak Island. Okay, Oak Island back east. Oak Island, the treasure of Oak Island. Well, why do they call it Oak Island? Oh, okay, because it had oaks. Well, why is there no oak trees there anymore? Because dumb Americans cut them down and used them, and they didn't replant them. You see? Stupid. Anyways, the oak tree is a magical tree. Powerful, beautiful, smart. I would venture to say it has a brain. You know what I'm saying? So the other thing you need to know is that There are more oak trees on the planet than there are stars. Isn't that something? What do you think of that one? Now, I want to read what James said. That natural grid is probably what we connect to our soulish realm. Remember in The Lord of the Rings, evil was killing the trees and burning them. Hence, Bible connection. I did not know that. And we all know the rule of thumb. The evil has to disclose to us what they're going to do. Screaming trees, yes. Screaming trees. Yeah, that's what I watched. I watched the documentary. You can go talk to Judy Dents about that one. Well, oh wait. Maybe it's the leaves. Anyways, no, like one oak tree. Oh, you do, Denise? No way, Denise. You see, now the plot thickens. That would make sense. If we can hear the tree drinking, and we can hear the tree making noise, communicating, you don't think that as powerful as an oak tree is, strong and powerful, they made ships out of it. An oak tree is so big and powerful, you don't think that it makes a rumble through its electrical tentacles and talks and communicates to all the others in the world? Well, that's your mistake, Denise. You showed it to Renee and not me. You gotta show it to me. I'm your huckleberry. Okay, now, you know what, Terry? It's okay. So, trees moving makes me think of the Wizard of Oz. That's right. There you go. They have to disclose it to us. I'm telling you, this is getting deep. Yeah, we all need to see it. So if you want, if you send it to me, I can show it next time I come on if you want. You know what I mean? It's up to you. You know, right now I can't do it because I just logged in to do live without StreamYard, screen share, anyone. But now, okay, now check it out. Does this not make you guys think? Because let me tell you, it's making me think, okay? Let me put my charger on, okay? Because you know I'm in the pool. Remember the oak tree in Pocahontas? Yeah, well, you know, again, they have to disclose to us everything. You know, and so I always, okay, listen. You know how we always say that, like, Star Wars, they know something, they had inside something, right? Well, maybe it's the same thing with the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter's. Maybe some of that stuff is real, right? Hold on, let me get some water. By the way, you guys know that supposedly Mr. T, Big Red, he started his own platform, by the way, Mr. T. And supposedly, but it's not running yet, but it was released today, and it's called, I forgot what it's called. It's called Grettr, like that. Something like that. I'll post it later. Anyways, yeah, so most people don't talk about this because this is deeper. Because don't you think there's a Gandalf everywhere or in the past? That's it, James. Good. Thank you, James. And it's almost like Getter. Gettr. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, thanks, James. Okay, so Terry, this is very serious because now this is badass. We can go to your house, the forest. So Terry, okay, remember you guys my really, really good picture of that Bigfoot in the tree? It was taken, I don't know, a year and a half ago. And it was that Bigfoot in the tree, and it was like hanging on and looking over. It was hanging on and looking over at me. Remember that really good one? It was called Samberg. It was called Samberg. And when I went to that location, that's where Terry lives, up there. So now, Terry, I'm in Santa Clarita. You know, easy peasy. Oh, where was I? Sandburg. Sandburg. Okay, Denise, I saw it. Thank you. So Sandburg is that place that I went to, and I caught that Bigfoot in the tree. It was. Remember, it was looking at me. It was a really good one. It was in the tree, and I drove by. Well, that's where. So that's where Terry is. Harry Potter is a Whomping Willow. Okay, so let me just back up for a sec. Is the willow tree, is that an oak tree, or is a willow like a birch tree? You know what I mean? What is a willow tree, you think? Is a willow, what is a willow? A willow tree. Potter. Harry Potter is a Whomping Willow. I don't know. Look, I think like the Bible, they try to discard the Bible to be, made up, and there's a lot of magical stuff that happened in the Bible, and one of the other big, remember all the other religions, the pagans, and remember we were talking a while ago, we were talking about the God, I can't think right now, what was it called, those, oh God, I can't remember, we did a whole show on it about the true, those little guys in England that had the big nose and they're little but powerful, and they were hairy, and they would steal people and take them in their cave, and then if the sun hit them, they would turn into rock. Remember that? Red oak. They're in red oak, which is a different category. Remember we were talking about, not the gnomes, remember we were talking about those guys that turn into rock if the sun hits them? I can't think. We did a whole special on them. I can't remember. Trolls. Yes, that's it, James. Trolls. Magic wands were made from the wood from the hollow tree. Hollywood. So is a hollow tree, is that oak? Because now we know the oak is a very, very special, and I would venture to say magical. I have taken pictures of more creatures in an oak tree. And now I know. You know what? I think the pixies? No, it was trolls, remember? Remember we were talking about the trolls in Ireland and England and Scotland. Remember the trolls? And they were talking about, yeah, trolls are creepy. Remember they were talking about how they have magic powers, and they were like little but hairy with big nose, and if the sun hit them, remember they lived in caves, and if the sun hit them, they would turn into rock. And that's all those rock formations like on the coastline of Ireland and stuff. So my point is that I think stuff in the Bible is real that may look magical, and I think that trolls, there's some gnomes, trolls, we already know that those are real. So why wouldn't Gandalf Terry, see? If you hang around us, we always have something new. It's like we're always trying to grow. The Bible is true. Yep. Bible is true. Yeah. So now I have a better understanding of the oak trees. And okay, here's another thing I'm going to tell you before I forget, just FYI. So the other thing is, if you take a string and you put it, like I'm thinking about doing it next time. I forgot to do it when we went out, Randy and Kim. If you take a string and you put it around the trunk, each inch is a year. So, like the oak tree that on Judy Dess's property was 150 years old. An ancient race of people who were as small as hobbits. That's right, they did find them. You're right. You're right. So anyways, so me and Randy and Kim went out, and I captured this incredible circle, which I'll post. I just didn't have time. And, if there's quartz, that's where the Bigfoots are. And so Terry said she saw a Bigfoot, which is Fraser Park, you guys, not too far. It's where it's all snows. So we did that. And then the second thing Kim and Randy and I did, which I got to give Kim credit because it was a little scary, is we went to the baby cemetery, and that was a little spooky because it is a truck. It is a hike through the wash, the desert. You can't see. It was pitch dark. You know, you don't know if there's creepy people out there, and to get to it. Then when you get to it, you're safe. But then to get out, you guys. So we went to the baby cemetery, and I'm gonna post a picture. Yeah, cool, Terry. I'm gonna post a picture of Kim. We're at the baby cemetery. Me and Randy are walking around, and Kim is talking with the spirit box. And then I spin the camera around, and behind Kim in the baby cemetery is nothing but black. People were coming after us. So when I filmed Kim, when I spin the camera around on Kim, she's standing in front of the camera, and behind her is nothing. In the sky is nothing. Oh my God, a bear. Okay, wait. The Homo forensius was the race of small people, like JJR's hobbits. I know, I am a damn mermaid, huh? I work all day, and then like what I've been doing is I barbecued a steak tonight, and I eat it in the pool, and then I like to listen to my you know, like I got my little speaker and I listen to my podcast, and you know, I want to talk to you guys, but you know, I'm self-conscious because I'm in the pool and shit, but you know how it is. Water. Anyways, so I wanted to, you guys, we're all going to look at the trees differently now. It's going to be badass. So next time I come on, I'll show you guys clips. I'm definitely going to show you guys the hole in the tree, the hole. It wasn't a hole. It wasn't, okay, you know, I have filmed the veil. I've filmed portals. I have filmed a lot of stuff. But this one is different to me, you guys. This one was different. Just don't show us your tail. Butt crack. Okay, this thing that I just saw reviewing in the footage 2 hours ago, this one was different. And I can't figure it out. This one was different. It wasn't a portal. It wasn't a door. It wasn't that thing. This one was different that we filmed, me, Kim, and Randy yesterday. It's different. And I can't describe it. It's going to come to me. But I'll show you guys the picture. We're all at home in our pajamas. Okay, look. I really do not want to promote mainstream media, okay? Because we all know the story. Okay. But I was like, I couldn't, like, I wanted to stop watching all the negative stuff and try and get my head clear, right? So on Spectrum, you know how they have their own original shows, okay? Their own original shows. You know how the networks are trying to, you know, become their own studios. Well, it's called Spectrum Original, and it was called The Bite. You guys can tell the story when I show our footage, Kim. You guys can come on and tell them how scared we were with the lights flashing, and we were trying to get away from people and trucks. It was scary. Oh yeah, Terry. Yeah, because A, I'm a nut, and B, I'm a smart nut. You know, and sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes, you know, you're an almond joy. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Anyways, listen. Damn it, I forgot what I was talking about. Something important. I forgot. Anyways, so this portal, I mean this okay, I know what I'm saying. I forgot. Anyways, yeah, the oak trees, I've always known they were special. And remember when I had my tree here, which was a pine, I kept calling it the magic tree, you know? But this hole in the tree that I filmed yesterday with Randy and Kim was different. Okay, it was different. You guys, I don't know what to say. That's why I'm so bothered. You can tell I'm extremely bothered, because it was something I haven't really, you know, I haven't seen before. I don't know what this hole was. But it was like infinite, like an infinite, like it was like it was like looking down aluminum trash can. Like Terry, you'll find out later. Like I filmed portals and I've filmed everything, but this one was a different one. I filmed pink portals, you know, and I filmed doors open, but this one was different, you guys. This one was different. It was round, like you were looking in a trash can, and they weren't like in the scary movies where they come crawling out, but they weren't crawling out. They were being born, like developed. Well, when I show you the picture, now I told you enough. So now when I show you guys the picture, I'm going to post the picture. We'll figure it out tomorrow, yeah. When I post the picture, I want you guys to tell me what you think. Anyways, my phone's going to die, and I'm going to get off, but I'm glad I got to chat with you guys and tell you the story of the oak tree. And now that we talked about the oak tree, it makes more sense about the Harry Potters. I think some of that shit is real, you know? Anyways, I'm going to go splash around and pretend like I'm exercising. Yeah, the ghosts were talking away, man. This house where Jack is staying, Sarah's, because I saw a freaking hat man there. Well, yeah. So I definitely want to hang out and do that. I'll talk to Jack about it. Okay, you guys, thank you all for hanging out with me. I got to get out of the pool. I'm like turning into a damn prune. James! Okay, bye. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Terry, Donna, James, Kim, Randy, Sharon, and Denise. Denise. And then there's all these spies that are not telling us their names. That's okay. We don't care about spies. Okay? We don't care about your spies. We don't care about spies. Well, I want to do more, Donna. I have to limit it to an hour because then I get exhausted. Oh! Here's my M&Ms. You see the colors? 4th of July. All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Ciao.